18 years ago, I was sitting in an endocrinologist's office and she confirmed that yes, I had Hashimoto's autoimmune thyroid disease. She said there's no known cause, no known cure, and that the thyroid deteriorates over time. And as the body continues to attack the thyroid gland, that I would need to take Synthroid and take more and more of it over time as the thyroid gland continues to deteriorate. Well, that didn't sit right with me. I mean, I believe every effect has a cause, every problem has a solution. So I went on a mission to find out the root causes and help myself get better. And over a year and a half, my antibodies went down to normal and I cleared up the symptoms I was having, the digestive issues, skin, fatigue, brain fog, and many more. So I'm going to go over how I did that and how you can use that information to help yourself. And if you find this information helpful, please like and subscribe so that more people can see this. My name is Dr. Thomas Rofrano from the Natural Medicine Clinic in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, and author of The Free Diet. And I've been blessed to have seen over 100,000 patient visits over the last 38 years, many of whom have gut and thyroid issues, just like I did. So if you're dealing with Hashimoto's or other autoimmune issues, the first step is to get the proper testing. The first four, CBC chem panel, lipids, TSH, that's typically what your doctor orders. You also want to get ferritin and an iron panel, CRP, LDH, GGT, insulin, A1C, uric acid, free T4, free T3, very important, and autoimmune assessment, so ANA, TPO and thyroglobulin antibodies, reverse T3, DHEA and cortisol for adrenal function, and other hormones, testosterone, estradiol, progesterone, certain basic nutrients, homocysteine, urinalysis. So this is what I recommend for a comprehensive health panel. And for functional testing to determine root causes, there's 5 main areas: deficiencies, toxins, infections, hormonal imbalance, and food reactions. So in my case, I had deficiencies of B12, magnesium, vitamin D. Yes, I lived in South Florida. I was deficient in vitamin D. It's so important for your immune system. Toxins, I had high levels of mercury and arsenic, gut infections of bacterial overgrowth, candida, yeast, and a parasite called Blastocystis hominis. Hormonal imbalance, I had adrenal dysfunction, so low cortisol levels, which was from chronic stress and sleep deprivation. And food reactions, I had a gluten sensitivity, which can lead to leaky gut and other food reactions. So I was sensitive to dairy, eggs, legumes, yeast, and other foods. This is what I find works best in getting to the root causes of Hashimoto's and other autoimmune conditions, is looking at these 5 main areas, because typically there are findings in most every single area. And if you work on all of it at the same time, that's how you can get the best results. And Hashimoto's is considered a thyroid disease. However, it's not actually, it's an immune issue. So something in your body is causing your immune system to overreact and attack your thyroid gland. So if you simply take thyroid medication and ignore the antibodies, like my doctor said, oh, you don't have to check the thyroid antibodies. We don't check those routinely because they'll go up, they'll go down. It doesn't really matter. It's not going to get better. Whereas my thinking was, if I monitor the antibodies and I get those down to normal, that's addressing the root cause. That's balancing out the immune system. That's why many with autoimmune conditions, that one leads to another one and yet another one, because they didn't fix the immune dysfunction. So for instance, I had also elevated rheumatoid arthritis antibodies and I had a lot of joint pain. So at the same time, my thyroid antibodies went down. As I was working on that, my rheumatoid arthritis antibodies went down to normal as well. Once I got the root causes, I had to develop a plan to get better. So the diet I followed for a while, a gluten-free diet, helped a little bit, but it just wasn't doing it. I was still eating plenty of grains, so corn, rice, millet, gluten-free breads. I mean, it just wasn't working. So I came up with a diet. I call it the free diet because it's free of not only gluten, but gluten, grains, sugar, yeast, dairy, eggs, soy, legumes, nightshades, processed foods, all those foods most commonly responsible for inflammation, gut, thyroid, and other chronic health issues. Once I did that, I started to feel better. My labs started improving, and that was along with the proper supplements. This is step 3, are the proper supplements. I took what I call the functional 5 that I recommend, which is multi-fish oil, vitamin D with K, magnesium, probiotic, and then other supplements included selenium, B12, a B complex, gut support supplements, adrenal support. And iodine is a question mark because it can help if you're low in iodine and take the right amount, like it did with me. However, if you do not need iodine and then supplement with it, it can make Hashimoto's worse. So it's important to find out if you need it, take the correct amount, and then monitor your thyroid as you're taking it, just like you're going to monitor your thyroid anyway. And then you can make changes accordingly. So for me, it helped. It really depends on the situation. So after being on the free diet and the supplements, over time, my antibodies went down to normal. 18 years later, they're still at normal levels. And the following symptoms cleared up: my neck and back pain, carpal tunnel syndrome, peripheral neuropathy, my brain fog, rheumatoid arthritis antibodies went to normal. Abdominal pain, bloating, gas, diarrhea cleared up. I had rosacea and chicken skin, which resolved. I gained 10 pounds of muscle because I was able to start working out again and I was absorbing the nutrients from my foods better. Arsenic, mercury, candida, yeast, bacteria, all that had cleared up. So with that, my Hashimoto's antibodies went down to normal, and 18 years later are still at normal levels. So the body has an incredible ability to heal itself. If you get the proper testing and are provided the right solutions, I believe almost anyone can get better. I'll put a video that goes into the free diet in more detail above, and a link below to the free diet phase 1 food chart that we can send you. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you next time.